The Incredibles. This is a story about superheroes who are so cool.
And I'm Mr. Incredible. And I'm a super. That means I'm a hero with superpowers. And you know what? I've got this guy. Yeah, this guy. His name is Buddy.
Yeah, that's me, Buddy. And I want to be a super, too. And I invented rocket boots. And that allows me to fly. So I'm asking Mr. Incredible if I can be a sidekick.
No. Nobody, no. Fancy boots don't make someone a superhero. Supers are born and not made.
Oh, that sucks. I so want to be a superhero.
Well, we all want to be something, but sometimes maybe it's just not meant to be.
Well, I'm going to use my super boots for flying around then.
Mr. Incredible, that's me. I met a super named Elastic Girl. She could stretch into any shape, so you see the attraction there. And then, you know what happened? One day, I saved someone who didn't want to be saved. So, I got sued. And then lots of people were suing supers. The government told us not to use our powers anymore. So, I had to take my super wife, Elastic Girl, and go into hiding under a government program. So, me and Elastic Girl became Bob and Helen Parr. And we lived in the suburbs. And we had 3 kids, Violet, Dash, and Jack Jack. Hey, Jack Jack, calm down. And we tried to fit in and be normal, but it is very difficult. Violet couldn't generate force fields and turn invisible. Oh, she keeps turning invisible. And Dash was super cute. Oh, Dash, stop that. Dash, of course, super speedy. And only little Jack Jack didn't seem to have any powers.
Yeah. Dash. Hey, Dash, come here. Hey, Violet, stop turning invisible. You can't find me. Violet, get back over here. You need to eat your peas. No.
So, well, Bob missed saving people. So did his friend Lucius. He had been on super named Frozone. One night, Bob and Lucius saved some people from a fire. The next day, a woman named Mirage contacted Bob. She knew he was a super and offered him a secret mission. How would you like a secret mission? Ooh, Bob. This was his chance to make a difference. He told Helen that he had a business trip, and then he got on a plane with Mirage. They two flew to a secret island. Mirage told Bob that the government had lost control of a robot called the Omnidroid. Every moment you spend fighting it only increases his knowledge of how to beat you, Mirage said. Wow, that Omnidroid is really smart. Well, yeah, duh. It's intellectual intelligence. Wow, that's incredible. I'll have to use all of my strength against this Omnidroid. At least he could trick it into feeding itself. But when I went home, I felt new. I even had my friend Edna design a new super suit for me. Wow. Soon Mirage contacted Mr. Incredible again. Hello, Incredible. She had another mission for him. But Mr. Incredible arrived. He learned that Mirage was not all she seemed. Her boss was Buddy, the boy who'd wanted to be Mr. Incredible's sidekick. Hey, yeah, you remember me? He was all grown up and went by the name Syndrome. Remember me? Yeah, I remember you. You had the space flying boots. Syndrome had invented the Omnidroid to make himself more powerful. Aha! He tried to capture Mr. Incredible, but the super escaped. I had a funny feeling. So I went into an underwater cave and found the remains of the Gazer Beam, a super who had died battling the Omnidroid. Wow, I have got to stop this Buddy. He's dangerous. Back at home, Helen began to suspect that Bob was up to something. I know that he's up to something, and I'm going to go visit Edna Mode. Edna was thrilled to see Ellen. Oh, hello, Ellen. She had so much fun making Bob's new suit. I've got Bob's new suit ready. And I have one for you too, Ellen. In fact, she'd made new suits for the whole family. Each suit came with a homing device for handy tracking. This will let us track you. Helen put on her super suit and activated Bob's home device. As soon as she flew toward the homing signal, she discovered that Dash and Violet had stowed away with her. What are you two doing here? Well, Mom, we got to help you find where Dad's at. Just then, a missile hit the plane they were flying in. Bam, 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 zap, zap. The plane went down and landed in the ocean. Oh my gosh, the plane landed in the ocean. Oh gosh, what are we going to do? Then they're bobbing in the ocean, and Elastigirl shaped herself into a boat, and Dash used his super speed power toward them, the island where Bob was in trouble. We've got to get your dad. Yeah, we've got to help him. Something's not right. Yeah. So these new suits are just really cool that Ed had made. Yeah, she makes them good. Back on the island, Syndrome had captured Mr. Incredible. I've got you, Mr. Incredible. Remember me? You didn't want me to be a sidekick. Now I am the smartest guy with computers, and I will capture you and take over the world. So he put him in prison, and Mr. Incredible listened to the attack on his family. Desperate, Mr. Incredible grabbed Mirage. Release me now or I'll crush her, he said. But Syndrome did not care. He knew that Mr. Incredible would never hurt anyone, no matter how upset he was. Meanwhile, Mr. Incredible's family arrived on the island. Elastigirl brought the children to a cave. Come on, kids. She told them to stay put. Stay put while I go find your father. Suddenly, a huge ball of fire filled the cave. Dash and Violet fled. The fire was the rocket exhaust from Syndrome's base. He had launched his Omnidroid toward the city. Look at that rocket. Elastigirl found her husband inside Syndrome's headquarters. There's Dad! Mirage was angry that Syndrome had been willing to let Mr. Incredible hurt her. Realizing how evil Syndrome was, she let Mr. Incredible go. He's just not right in the head. Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl raced to Violet and Dash, who had been surrounded by Syndrome's guard. Together, the family fought off their henchmen. We'll get you! Yeah! Just then, Syndrome arrived. He used his Emobi Ray to freeze the supers. I've got Emobi Ray. Ha ha! I have these rays of radiation and I can zap you. Zap, zap, zap. They're all over the world. Look at all these towers all over and I'm zapping you and I've got rays. So then he flew to the city where he would do more damage. Where his Omnidroid was already wreaking havoc. He planned to defeat the robot in front of the whole city. Then everyone would think he was hero. Yeah, take that, Incredible. You didn't want me, but I'm a smart computer guy, and I can take over the world. Violet used a force field to break the Emobi Ray's hold on her. I'm going to use the force field and break this hold. And flee her family, and then they flew to the city. Come on, let's go to the city. When they arrived, the Omnidroid was destroying everything. Syndrome tried to use a remote control to stop it, but the robot had become too powerful. It knocked Syndrome out. Zap, zap, bang, bang. It was up to the supers to save the day. Individually, they were awesome. As a team, they were unstoppable. Their old friend, Frozone, showed up, and together they defeated the Omnidroid. Zap, zap, bang, pow, zip, zip. The people of the city cheered, glad that the supers had returned. You saved us from this horrible man with his zapping rays. When the Incredibles got home, Syndrome was flying above the house with Jack Jack. Suddenly, the baby turned into a little monster. Ah! The villain dropped him. Take that. As he fell, Jack Jack pulled off part of Syndrome's rocket boot. Yeah, I got your boot. The villain plummeted to the ground, gone forever. Oh, you baby took off my space boot. You found my clever device. Mr. Incredible threw Elastigirl on the air. She caught Jack Jack the baby and brought him safely back to the ground. With the danger in the city over, the Incredibles returned to their undercover life. But fitting, it was just a little easier now. Violet was more confident and Dash was able to use his super speed on the track team. Life was back to normal for the Incredibles, but they were always ready to use their powers to keep the world safe. Oh, stay safe, everybody. And if you like it, subscribe, give us 5-star reviews, and we always appreciate your generous donations. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe.